Nielsen, the president of HTeaO. Heath, thanks for joining me today.
Thank you, Sam, always. Good
So tell me about this brand, because beverage is so hot right now. We see so many beverage concepts taking off. You guys are a little bit unique, though. What's HTeaO all about?
We are. We're first in space for sure. So the concept started in 2009. Justin Howe, serial entrepreneur, started it in Amarillo, Texas. He owned a couple restaurants, and what he realized is every day around 12, 1, 2 o'clock, his employees were leaving to go get tea somewhere. And so that morphed into, let me bring some tea inside of our restaurant, gave it a little dedicated space, opened a store across the street. Fast forward, 9 years later, we've got 160 stores with it. Yeah,
it's amazing. You guys are based in Texas, where sweet tea is king, right? So it's so what does the beverage innovation look like with tea as the center of things?
Yeah. So it's funny because I think coffee will get a lot of the big talk that's out there, and the romance and how people kind of grew up with coffee their entire life. But tea was right there next to it the entire time. As a child growing up in the Midwest, I can look outside right now and see my grandmother's sun tea, sitting and brewing. So that tea romance has always been there. In the Sun Belt specifically, tea is king. Tea is the second most consumed beverage in the world, third in the United States, second to coffee only. And we do have a really good coffee program, but we are primarily iced sweet tea.
So much of the experience in beverage right now we see being drive-through focused, but you guys do still have the lobby. Tell me about the experience here.
Yeah, so my first experience with HTeaO, and I love telling this story, driving down the road, went into Plano, Texas store, had no idea what an HTeaO was. When I went in, very intrigued by the fact that it was self-serve tea. And so there's 26 bubblers, and I see the visualization of it, and it was great. I'm drinking the tea, and I'm like, wow, this is really good tea. And then the strangest thing happened to me. Humans started to interact with me. Some guy came up and said, you got to try the mint. And then I look over and people are talking about mixing watermelon with blueberry. And it just ended up being this amazing human connection. And so, you take a really good value, you take a really cool human experience and a really good high quality product. That we think is a good recipe for success.
So what's your digital platform like then? I mean, you digital ordering and all of that?
Yep. So we did a partnership with a company called Detroit Labs. They built us a custom app that's phenomenal. We have Olo, back-of-house, Patronics for our gift cards and our loyalty system. And then I've got a team on site that is just amazing. And so they're doing everything from LTO to double points to, kind of special offerings. You can start earning points as low as 50 to 75 points, and you can redeem, or you can save them up for the big gallon, which is what most people do.
Yeah.
Which is nice. So yeah, we're working them through the system. The average spend is a little higher on the app, which is great. The frequency is higher on the app, which is great, and we love that.
Yeah. As I mentioned, economy's tight right now. We see a lot of the major chains really struggling. Consumer pulls back. Beverage seems to be a little bit immune to that at the moment, but I'm sure you're going through some challenges.
Oh, of course.
What are the biggest challenges right now?
Yeah, and so that affordable luxury, I think, is what we've got to hold on to. Like I said, I whether it's coffee or tea or any of the juice businesses, your beverage is your beverage.
Yeah.
And the idea of holding that cup and having that in your car or work or at home, I think people will protect. So we're fighting for the same customer group, no doubt about it. Where our biggest challenge is we're a growth company, which is phenomenal, but managing unit level economics with our existing stores, that's hard. So I've got half my team focused on new, and I've got half my team focused on making sure that our existing franchisees are getting what they need.
Yeah.
In a growth company, that's the hardest, I think, challenge that we're faced with right now. Yeah.
And is growth getting challenging? I mean, obviously you talk about the Sun Belt, and I imagine there's a lot of opportunity there, especially because you don't have a competitor in tea anyway.
Not yet.
Not yet. Yeah, somebody's going to see your success. That's right. But what is the challenge as it relates to growth specifically?
Yeah, so we're Texas, and if people refer to it as the Texas Triangle. So you go from DFW down to San Antonio, Houston, and up. That right there is, one of the largest populations in the entire world.
Yeah.
The costs are reciprocal for that. Operating and building and retaining talent and opening stores in that area. We're moving into Arizona very heavy, and we're moving into Florida really heavy. So, great population. We think with the right demand, but the costs are also there as well too.
Yeah.
Our claim to fame, I think, is that we own our own distribution.
Yeah.
And we're able to distribute our own trucks, our own drivers, our own people, and I think that insulates us a little bit. But the cost of putting up a cafe is still very, very high.
Sure.
Yep.
And the distribution model, you don't see that changing anytime soon to save on cost?
Never. Yeah, I
Yep.
think we love the fact that we own that last mile.
Yeah.
It's a known face walking in the door. We're delivering it. If it's out of stock, it's on us. We're out fighting for the best price always. We were able to negotiate a deal with a sugar manufacturer and do a 2-year fixed price on a commodity item. That is unheard of.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's unheard of. But we gave them a guaranteed number of what we were going to do, and it saved our franchisees a considerable amount.
It's amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, Heath, last question. Going back to just beverage being as hot as it is right now, what do you see in the future of beverage? What are you watching as it relates to beverage?
Yeah, I think the energy channel is the one. I think energy is obviously very strong, but I think there's a world where people are going to realize how much energy is too much.
Yeah.
And what are the health risks and or benefits that come with it. I think the sweet spot is somewhere in that 150 to 200 or less is where it's at. So I think that's what we're watching the most.
Very exciting to watch. Heath
Yeah.
Nielsen, thanks for your time today.
No, appreciate it. Thank you.